Hi, welcome to Common Art, and today we are going to paint a night sky. And here you can see I'm pasting my paper so it doesn't move. Yeah. Now you look at the circle, don't care about it, you're never going to use it. It's going to disappear. So, like our every watercolor painting, we are going to brush our paper with some water. Now coming on to colors. It's a night sky, we're going to use a lot of cool colors. Cool colors being blue, purple, and black and white are neutral colors. So I can call them cool. The sole reason I pointed out at red was because I don't have a purple color. I'm going to make one by blending a few colors. The first thing that we're going to do is coat everything with the lightest blue shade you've got in your palette, but more about a cobalt blue or maybe a Persian blue. Do not go for the sky blue if you've got a bigger palette. So yeah, the thing that you have to keep in mind while doing this, you look at the motion of my hand. It's growing from left to right or right to left, however you perceive it, but it's going in one direction. Yeah, you have to always color in one direction. Now look over here, I have taken some blue and I've added some black to it. The sole reason I've done that because black is very dull on its own, so you have to lighten it up a little with blue. You have to make it a little brighter with blue. Now I've taken a second shade of blue, which is a little more darker than my cobalt blue, probably a Persian blue, and I'm just brushing up the whole paper in that very one motion. What I am doing over here is creating layers. And why do I have to do that? Because watercolors are transparent in nature. That means by their own they are not going to be that opaque, they are not going to be that pigmented. Hence I have to apply a lot of layers and coat a lot of layers of the same color and that very same patch to make it look a little more opaque, a little more darker, or a little more pigmented. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Now I'm going to make purple. As you can see, I have mixed two colors, that's blue and red. When you mix two primary colors, you get one secondary color. So yes, blue and red are primary and purple is secondary. And the motion remains intact, the same way I was doing in the start of the video. I'm doing it the same way right now as well. The sole reason I'm saying that your motion should be in the same way is because you need a nice and neat and tidy drawing and you don't want your paper to tear. Hence, now you can see a random cloud just magically appeared over there. Oh, it's a night magic. No, dummies, I made it. Okay, so we're gonna make that cloud over there. So you can see that I just took some color, I wouldn't say some, but a lot of color on the tip of my brush, and then I just made a cloud. And what I am doing is I took a brush that's not spoiled, a clean brush, and I dipped it in water, and all I did was I smudged or I mixed the excess white color with the previous color that I had on my paper. So again you can see I'm just using the tip of my brush, the clean brush that I'm using. It's just the tip. It's just there in water for like some time. Dipped it in water for some time, not even time, oh my god, I'm already losing my mind. You see, the night is doing the trick on me. Okay, I'm gonna explain it to you a little better. Well, these clouds are not as I have done in my previous drawing, so hence I have to explain it to you. Okay, so what we do is we take some white on the tip of a brush. We just randomly draw a cloud, however big you want, however small you want, how much ever those bumps you want in your cloud. Yeah, just make sure the color is wet while you're smudging it with your clean brush, sorry. Now you just use the tip of your brush and you smudge the excess white color and let the lining of the color be. Okay, you want a little highlight on your cloud, so you see that there's a cloud over there and an intact shape of that cloud. otherwise it's just all gonna blend together and nothing's gonna look well. Okay, remember the circle that I had made in the start, which was of absolutely no use? Yeah, you guessed it right. That was supposed to be the moon, but you can clearly see that that's not the moon, and you can clearly see things don't always go as planned. Yeah, but does that mean you leave things? No, you don't do that. You always finish what you have in your hand. Those were some good TED Talks with the common artist. Getting back to this drawing. Now, as you can see, I'm already done with the moon. Now, my moon is in the most common way you can draw it. Yeah, because I'm the common artist. Yeah, got that reference over there? Cool. Yeah, enough of publicity, no more marketing over here. We are just giving some finishes, some touch-ups here and there for the clouds. Now look, I'm taking some black. You know what I'm gonna do with the black? Like every generic common drawing, yeah, gonna make a tree. Now look at the tree. I'm using the belly of the brush and the tip of the brush to create the tree. First I made the stem of the tree. Now make sure your tree, the tree is like, it's wider at the bottom and it's narrower at the top, because that's how trees work. And the branches of the tree, they can go like literally anywhere, but in like one direction, like towards the top. I mean, if you want to abide by gravity, but if you want to go for something that's totally abstract, you can make them curvy, you can make them go however you want. Here I'm aiming for something that's realistic. So the making the branches is quite self-explanatory. I'm just using the tip of my brush, and for some reasons, you see, the tree has no leaves on it. Do you know why? I'm not going to give you a reference because you should know it by now. Also, yeah, I made the grass as well, and I tell you a little in detail about how to make the grass in my previous video. Yeah, I am just making some dots with a white pen like that. Don't mistake it for snow, for stars, okay? And then I'm just making two intersecting lines going through that dot. Okay, also about the tree and the grass, if you don't feel confident about making it with the brush, make it with the marker. Okay, bye, tata, see you.